Hello there and welcome back to Lucy's Kitchen. Today we are making something very nice and everybody likes it. I know for sure that everybody likes it because show me the person who doesn't like fried food and fried chicken. But it's not just fried chicken. Today we are making sesame chicken. And what do we need for it? We need chicken breast, obviously, right? We need rice vinegar. We do need soy sauce. I do prefer dark soy sauce for this case. Egg whites, ginger and garlic, and we need some, let me see if I have it. Sure I do. We need some cornstarch. And obviously sesame oil and sesame seeds. I think that's it. You will need also salt. You will need chicken stock. Yes. I will use cube, obviously, you know me. And we do need some wine. It is called rice wine or dry sherry. I'm gonna skip that part. It's just my preference for today. You can also add some hot chili sauce to the sauce that we're gonna make from scratch. But we start from the simple thing. We need to marinate our chicken. And let me show you how we're gonna do it. We have our chicken breast in here. You're gonna need to slice it and about half-inch size cubes or a bit larger. It's up to you, your preference today. Just slice it the way you want. That's what I do. And get as much as you want or as you need. If it's just for one of you, it will be one chicken breast. If there are two of you, and it also depends. I'm buying this chicken breast, there's just small parts of it. So use more of those, obviously, smaller ones. If you use the same, or just too large for two people is more than enough usually. But again, we're all different. Up to you. After you slice it, put it in a bowl. If you are picky as I am, you need to remove these tiny parts that you don't like. That's the best part of it. It will be just perfect. Okay, I think I have almost enough for dinner for two. And I'm gonna freeze the rest for the next time. Okay? Now we add soy sauce, about, it says 1 tablespoon, but I will add about 2 or 3. And you will not regret it if you get the same. Instead of wine, I'm going to use this rice vinegar. About same amount or a bit less. Usually it's 1 and 1. And then you need 2 large egg whites. Before you start cooking this meal, don't forget to change to homeware or something, some old t-shirt, because frying chicken is always messy. There is no exception at all. 2 egg whites is for about 2 chicken breasts, regular size. If you have more, add more. Now you're gonna need to mix it and let it sit for at least 20 minutes. This is your marinade. You can also add salt, it will be perfect, or you can salt it later after frying. Up to you. in a moment I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do next. Now we're gonna mix ingredients for our future sauce for Sesame chicken, if you forgot. So we have about 2 chicken breasts. You will need about half cup of chicken stock. I use just bouillon cube, but again it's up to you. Half cup of this. Now next we need about quarter of this soy sauce, quarter cup. It's about 4 tablespoons. Now we need about quarter cup of honey. And this is the perfect time to let it dissolve. I do have this sugar honey, but it will be very nice. It will taste very good because it has very strong flavor to it. Okay, well, let's try to dissolve it, okay? This is our mix so far. I use dark soy sauce. I like the color of the chicken and the sauce on the top. It looks like almost caramelized. Now, original recipe it requires deep frying. I am against of deep frying concept, so I'm just going to fry the chicken. Now, next for the sauce, we need about a tablespoon of rice vinegar and 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Yes, and this needs to mix carefully. And we need about 1 cup of cornstarch for the chicken. Better more. It will be easier to cover chicken with cornstarch. If you want some chili sauce, you can add it now, and this will be our future sauce. Right now, we need to make sure that honey dissolves nicely, and I believe the recipe also requires exactly 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. Almost forgot. So later we're going to add ginger and garlic. For 2 chicken breasts, you're going to need about 2 large cloves of garlic and about 2 teaspoons of ginger, fresh ginger definitely. Never dry ginger for this recipe, it's not going to work at all. And you can do whatever you want. I just mince it nicely like this. You can grate it or whatever. Here you go. Now I'm gonna need the skillet. It's preferable that you use sesame oil, but if you have corn or any other vegetable oil, it should work. It's just sesame oil will add this specific like Chinese flavor. So we have our chicken marinated, but before I fry this chicken, I'm going to fry these yolks to use it somewhere in a salad maybe later, because I just don't want to waste it and I'm not planning to bake anything tonight. Okay, this goes later in the sauce. check this egg yolks. Almost forgot salt. You're gonna need it too. Now for the chicken, you want to prepare the large plate with some paper towels. So when you fry the chicken, especially if you deep fry it, you're gonna need to remove that extra oil from it to make it taste even nicer. So give me a moment, I'm gonna take care of these egg yolks. Usually you serve this chicken with white rice, but if you want a rice ramen or something else, you can also serve it with anything you want. Preferably, of course, it will go white rice. You can decorate with some chives or anything else, up to you. So now you pour your sesame oil in a skillet and let it preheat to sizzling, okay? And you have this perfectly marinated slices of chicken breast. And I have Jim here who's trying to be quiet. You can say hi, it's not a problem. We have quite casual show here. He's dressed, don't worry. Okay. You can make me one cocktail also. I was trying not to interfere with my show. But we know well that it's our show. No matter what I do or what he does, it's always our shows. Because we do absolutely everything together. Some people will think it's completely nuts. Or why are you doing everything together? Are you getting bored or tired of each other? No, we don't. It's actually pretty cool. So, I have sizzling sesame oil, I have perfectly marinated chicken. See, this is why I like dark soy sauce, because it gets, this color of the chicken gets really like, it's already caramelized, but it's not even fried. And again, I'm not deep frying, but original recipe requires deep frying. Up to you. So I do have about 2 sets, I believe, here. This is cornstarch, not potato starch. If you will use potato starch, you will just mess with the recipe and it won't be even close to the same. Believe me, I did it. So, don't make my mistakes, learn from it, and use cornstarch. The price is about the same, so it shouldn't be a problem. And flour wouldn't work at all. So, this is not the ingredient you can replace with analogs. Like I replaced wine with vinegar here. I'm doing it all the time. But starch is not one of those ingredients. Here we have our first set of chicken breast, almost fried. See how my fingers get it? I'll get that anyway. Skillet is almost full. You want to make sure that you have some space between slices, and if you deep fry, make sure you're shaking it or stirring it, because it's better to be fried from all sides. Then it gets really, really nice. If you have tried to replicate KFC chicken at home, you know that cornstarch is one of the ingredients, obviously, but they have more. I did try and I got very close once. I don't do that anymore because I prefer something fancy like this one. So shortly I will show you what to do next. Let me get rid of this stuff. So you need to make sure that the slices are fried, preferably from every side. Don't worry about getting it 100% ready because you're going to simmer it with salt later also. But right now it needs to be at least 70% done inside and half crispy on outside. I mean crispy but half brown, not over-fried. If you over-fry it will be a bit too chewy, which is quite unusual for chicken breast itself, but it's possible to make it chewy. You don't want that. This is the perfect moment to add some salt because it will stick to the crispy edges and taste a little better. So this we're going to fry all 2 sets. I have 2 sets. If you have more, you fry more. If you have less, you fry less. From every edge. And I'll show you shortly. So here is my first set of chicken slices, nicely fried. Half brown, as they call it. And you put the slices in a paper towel to remove this extra fat, this extra oil. You don't want it here, you want it to taste nicely and taste smoothly. That's the goal. And now you just fry the rest of it. Now we have all our chicken breast, nice slices, nicely fried. It's what I call half brown. It's crispy but not overdone. Take it out on a paper towel to remove extra oil. Now you're gonna need about 3 tablespoons of this oil, not more. So I'm going to get rid of the rest. Okay, there you go. This is sesame oil again. If you prefer just to use extra skillet or pot, you can do so. Actually, it might be a good idea, but that's the way I'm doing it. Now you're gonna need a lid this time. You have this mix for the sauce that we prepared earlier. Right now, this oil is hot. You're gonna need to add there your garlic and ginger. And you're gonna fry it till it opens all the flavors. It's about 1 minute, not longer. Nicely. You know what? I probably removed a bit too much of the oil. It doesn't usually happen, but you can always add more. There you go. Trying to wrestle with corn here on the side. It's kind of hairy this time. That's unusual. Okay, here is your garlic and ginger. You will not miss the smell with anything else. It's just not possible. Now, you take these wonderful pieces of chicken of yours that you just fried. Put that in here. And mix with this flavors first. For about 1 minute again. I will probably do it a bit longer, about 5 minutes, so it will be nicely done. So this is the last piece of it. Take this mix you prepared for your sauce, stir it nicely, make sure that honey and sugar and cornstarch well dissolved. Now you're going to pour that here. Small heat, lid, and you're going to cook it for about 10 to 15 more minutes. So this is Lucy's chicken and chicken. This is Lucy's kitchen, and just to remind you, we are making sesame chicken tonight. And this is it after simmering it for almost 15 minutes. Now you can see the benefits of this sauce and why I prefer using dark soy sauce as an ingredient. How it gets caramelized and crispy, nice. What you need to do now is only one tiny thing. Just sprinkle some sesame seeds on the top. And your wonderful Chinese meal is ready. Serve it with white rice. You could put some green onions on the top or not. I do have corn on the side today. It's just my preference. But anyway, everything else is up to you. I promise it's gonna taste real good.